My greetings to all the viewers of Yearn to Learn. Friends, this video is for teachers and students who are in grade 9th and 10th or who are teaching grades 9th and 10th. The title is How to Set Up a Digital Portfolio, but besides it, I would also touch how portfolio is a part of internal assessment in grades 9th and 10th, and what is a portfolio, the work that students are required to develop. Let's begin. So this was the CBSE circular which said, under the special scheme internal assessment of practicals projects classes 9 to 12 in the academic session 21-22. It has the curriculum link also, where you can see the details of every subject, every other project and enrichment activities. It says there has to be 3 periodic tests, then multiple assessments, portfolios twice, and subject enrichment activities again thrice. So this is for term 1 and term 2, and it would account to 20 marks. So this is how CBSE has proposed, and as you see, portfolios are an integral part of the internal assessment. So precisely, periodic tests 5 marks, multiple assessments 5 marks, subject enrichment 5 marks, and portfolio 5 marks. Portfolio. The creation of portfolio is suggested to broaden the scope of learning and achieve diverse curriculum outcomes by examining a range of evidence of student performances being assessed. I have read this line because this word here, evidence, is of utmost importance. Now, while we are taking online classes, it may be very tedious for a teacher to gather evidences in the form of PPTs and a lot of collages or JPGs, PDFs. So how we can generate a crisp evidence of portfolios? Let's see. I'll not read this. This is for your reference. What is a portfolio? I would just underline the points for your reference, that here it would describe the learner's efforts, progress, achievement in key areas. It is a tool for assessing a variety of skills. So these skills, it could be a mix of things, and then assessment would be self and peer based, and let's see what else is there in it. It can be seen both as a process and as a product. As a product, it holds the performance records and documents a student has produced during the learning course and represents a collection of their learning achievements. And as a process, it is a continuous process that a student needs to update, and the digital portfolio is the right choice for making it, so that you can put down the evidences, monitor your own learning, and reflect on your performances. How to prepare a portfolio? Now, major things that are covered are, you may include your classwork and homework assignments if you feel like that they can be there. You may put on your display of exemplary work in the particular subject or related area. Then you can use annotations, keywords, topics, themes, summarizations, ideas, content, photos, presentations, assignments, art, integrated learning. So there is no limit to it. You can put anything in which you feel you have given your exemplary performance, which shows your critical thinking, problem solving, your self-assessment that you can give, your strength and weaknesses. And you can also share this portfolio for peer assessment. So I feel digital portfolio would help you do all these things in a very good and easy manner. Just before beginning with the setting up of a portfolio, it's important for us to know how it would be assessed. So some suggested elements of judgment are organization, how neatly, creatively, and in an attractive manner you have organized your portfolio, completion of guided work focused on specific curricular objectives. Then what are the evidences? This evidence is the major part. What evidences have you included? And inclusion of all relevant work. That is, it is a holistic thing. So let's begin with it. I'll just show you a sample first. So this is a digital portfolio that I have created. I've taken some random pictures. As you can see, the tabs, home tab is there. Then about tab is there, which includes introduction, strengths and personal challenges, interests. Then goals, short term, long term goals, performances you can include. These are suggestive. You may have your own pages. We'll just come to it. Subject enrichment in various subjects you can include. Your achievements you can include. You can put pictures of your achievements and give captions to it. Then introspection. It's up to you. If you see the home page, I've added my picture, I've written my name, I have added one article that you can read here. Then I have added one assignment. There is a PPT, there is craft work, there is a YouTube video link, there are publications that been covered, and my email ID. So this is how the home page looks. Now this is just a sample. I am again stressing this fact that you can have as many tabs, the pages that you want, and whatever title you want. So let's begin with learning how to create this sort of digital portfolio. And the good part is you just have to share its link with the teacher and the teacher can access it. So if you are a teacher, please share it with your students, and if you are a student, you can follow the guidelines right away. So we need to go to sites.google.com. You will see this sort of page here. Let's select an inbuilt portfolio template from here. So this is a complete blank template that we would receive. Let's begin from here. So this is the home page. This is portfolio that you can rename. For example, I'm writing here Y2L portfolio. Right? This is the undo arrow. This is redo last action. This is for previewing. We will use it often when we'll be building the digital portfolio. This can only be used when you publish your site so that a link is generated that can be shared. This is to directly share it with others. This is the setting tabs. We will come to it. And then there are more options here. Now I'm going to quickly give you an overview. Let's put the name here first of all. So I am putting it as Y2L demo portfolio. Right? So this is the name that I have given it. Now you can see add logo is coming. If you want to design your logo, it's up to you. If you don't want, you can leave it. I can go with that. As I clicked here, you can see this settings option is coming. This setting option is the same as the setting option here. Let me upload the logo. So you see that logo appears here, right? Now before coming to the setting option, I would like you to arrange the pages first. Now if you would go with this, it would be very helpful to you to organize your portfolio. Now to go to this, we need to come to pages tab first. Let's click here. Now you see there are 3 pages: home, about and project page. You see these 3 are also coming here: home, about and project page. Say you don't want a project page. What you need to do, you need to click on the 3 dots that are appearing here and then select delete. So this would be deleted. Now come to this plus icon to include the new page of your own. Now let's use the about tab that is there. Besides about tab, what can we use? We can use goals tab, right? Let's write goals and then choose done. We can use achievements tab or awards and then done, right? We can use subject enrichment, or you can just call it performances. It's up to you. And then done. So you see these pages are created here and these are coming as tabs here as well. And let's create one more, say introspection or reflection, whatever you call, self assessment, any name you can give to it. I'm writing here introspection. You can write reflection also, you can write self assessment or just assessment, and done. Now you see, I want introspection to come in the end. It is coming at the third number. So what to do? We need to shift it down. Just select it and bring it down, so it would be, the order would be changed. You want your goals should be here after about, so you can put it like this. So you can rearrange as you want. Now home page is fine, and then in about you want that there should be another subdivision of it, that in about you are including your introduction, right? So let's add it as a sub page, and done. You see, in about introduction is coming now, and an arrow has also come here, so introduction is coming here. And in about only I want one more sub page, which is my strengths and weaknesses, because CBSE asks for it, so we are putting it here like this. So when you go here in about, you see two pages coming up, introduction and strengths and weaknesses. Similarly, if you want to specify your goals as general one, you can put like this. Otherwise you can add two sub pages as I had shown you in this demo, as short term goals and long term goals, right? Coming to the next one, subject enrichment. You can give it subject wise. If you have various subjects like say English, so give it English. This is one of the sub pages. And now if you are including all the subjects, you can put all the subjects, it's your choice. Science, and done. And then let's take one more. You can add as many as you want. I am just taking examples. Social science. So I have given sub pages here because I want it to be divided subject wise. So these sub pages you see under subject enrichment, they are appearing now. Achievement and awards, if you want you can. Introspection, if you want you can. So this is how you can create sub pages. Now rough structure is ready. Let's come to home. So this is the home page. As I said, I'll come to the setting tabs later. Now let's come to the settings tab, so that we are finished with the upper bar here. So navigation. Now what is this? Navigation, it has two options in the mode, top and side. So the one being selected here is top, in which all these pages names are appearing at the top: home, about, goals, subject enrichment, achievement, awards, and introspection. If you choose side, let's see what happens. You see these page names are not here now. Besides, this sidebar is coming. When you click here, the same options are coming here: home, about, with an arrow. If you'll click introduction, strengths and weaknesses, goals, subject enrichment, if you click English, science, social science, achievement, awards, and introspection. So this is the sidebar, which gives you a choice how you want to navigate. I prefer the top one because it's visible all the time, so I'm selecting that. Now if you want any color to be there, you can add, say, black color or white color, or if you want like that only. Again, it's your choice, right? Coming to next, brand images. We already added a logo here. So this is logo. You can delete it from here and upload a fresh picture. If you want some text, you can put. Viewer tools. Now info icon and anchor links. These are as per the site. Info icon in the lower left of your published site shows page specific details. That if you want to do, show page last updated time. If you want this should come and be visible to the viewers, then enable it, otherwise disable it. I don't want them to see when I'm updating my page, so I'll disable it. Coming to the next one, custom domains. If you want the website name to be custom, you can start setup and you can buy a domain which is customized from a third party. It's your wish. I'll go with the default one for now. Next is analytics. Will not cover that here. It's a complete separate topic. And then announcement banner. Now this is again a good choice if you want to use this. This is displayed above your site content. So you need to choose show banner. Then you need to choose a color for your banner, right? and then any message. If you want to write any message, for example, I'm writing Y2L, sorry, let's write yearn to learn complete, yearn to learn portfolio demo. So if I have given this, so if you want to give button and link, this is up to you, and whether you want this announcement banner on all the pages or home page only. So I'm selecting home page only, and see, it has come, yearn to learn portfolio demo. So you can see here it has come, and if you want you can put on the other things also. So till now we are done, so something is ready. Let's do the details now. Hi, I am. Now it's not necessary you use this only. If you don't want to use hi and make it more formal, you can write greetings also. Greetings. I'm so messed up with this caps lock. Wait. I am Priya Handa. Now if you are a student, say, so you'll write your class also, of grade or class, say 9th B, and then you can put the name of your school, XYZ school, right? So this is how you can give it a look. Now this color is not going well, so what you can do, you can see the formatting options coming here. Font size you can adjust. If it is too much for you, you can lessen, reduce the size. You want to bold the content, you can bold it. Italicize, you can italicize. You want to change the font, you can change the font. And underline, then this is text color. If you want to go by any choice of the color, you can make that choice here. And if you want to insert any link, the alignment of the text, let's keep it centrally aligned. So this is how, and this is for deleting it. Let's use our own image. Once you will click it, you can see crop option, uncrop option, insert link, delete, and then 3 dots. Click on these 3 dots, replace image and upload. So I'm choosing this one, open. It has come now. As you see, this image is not coming properly. So what you need to do is you need to adjust your image, right? Let's drag it from where you want and use the crop option then. So you can crop your image as you want. Now it would fit like this, and once you crop it, you can resize it from the corner like this. So you can resize accordingly how much you want. Now say I want to add a caption below my image. So you see here it's giving you add caption. So you can write anything here. For example, my favorite quote I am putting here. So I have put my quote, don't just go through your life, grow through your life, right? Now I need to format it. Let us choose how you want to give, whether it should come like this. Let's resize the font size. You need to select it first and then resize it. Change the font as you want, bold if you want to, and then align. Let's keep it centrally aligned. So whatever you want, even the color of the text, if you want to change, you can change from here. So this is how you can go about it. So our home page is under process now, and you will go below, you can see a lot of things already there. Now coming to selected work, there are so many options. Now from pages I'm moving to insert, right? Now when you come to insert, it gives you plethora of options. What do you want to do here? You want a text box, you click here, a text box would appear. So I am just undoing it. If you want an image to be inserted, you click on image and click upload. It will give you an option to upload the image and it would come here. If you want to embed any link, you can embed any link. If you want something from your drive to appear here, you open your drive of the Gmail you have signed in from, and it will open it and you can select things. Further, it gives you an option of layouts, right? So these layouts are there. This layout says that 3 at one time if you want to choose this. If not, just simply delete it. Say I want this sort of thing to be here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put one assignment, which is my first assignment. Anything you can put. So my first assignment I'm putting here. So I'm resizing it so that it accommodates the full assignment. Now this is accommodated and now I am resizing it. Sorry. Now it says click to add text. If you want to write something about it, you can write. It's the first assignment where I got a positive remark from my teacher in grade 9. So it could be anything. So it could be one of your things, your moment that you found that this is something very dear to you and it had a positive remark, so you have put it. So this has come like this. If you want to edit the text, you can again go back to it and edit. If you don't want it, you just simply delete it. It would be deleted. Now you see it is coming down and I don't feel this is the right place for it to come. So what I need to do, I need to put my cursor here and drag it up at the position where I wanted, right? I want it here, so I have dragged it here. Now is the time to have first preview and use this button so that we can see how we are going. So as you see, so this is how it would appear. Your announcement banner, then your name, logo, and what you have, the text that you have written, your quote, your pick. You go down and it is showing the assignment that has come up and blank fields are there. So this is a preview that you can do again and again. Let's get back to work. Now here you can put your selected work, how you want to put. If you don't want any selected work here, simply delete it. It's deleted, right? Coming down, if you want a presentation to be there, now this is your choice. If you don't want, you delete it. If I want, what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my presentation from here. You click it, it will ask you for the presentation. I am taking this presentation on, say, cyber safety, right? When I'll click it, you can put it from your drive or from any other folder. You need to click on insert, then only it would be put here. What is the name of the presentation? I prepared this presentation on cyber safety, so I am putting it as cyber safety, right? Again, formatting bar would appear, so it's up to you what colors you want to make choice on. I'm not repeating that process again and again. Name of the project, again it's giving an option to upload. Yes, I made this on Father's Day. It was my art and craft project, say I can say. So I can put here that this is my art project and Father's Day craft. So this is what I'm putting. Then name of the video, if you want any video to be put here. So for example, I have say any video you want to put, a video on Independence Day. Let me do some advertisement of my channel as well. So Y2L Independence Day. So I'm going to select it and then here select. You'll see that it has come here and it is embedded. Now you can go to it. So name of the video, yes, these are Independence Day activities, whatever. I mean, you are a student, you know, maybe you have prepared a video of any project of computers or science, any innovative idea, so you can add your video here, right? So this is how we are going to do. Further, again, there are presentations and projects. You don't want these many, simply delete. If you want to give your email address here, please give. You want get in touch at, you want to change contact me at, you can change it all. There is no compulsion that you are going to use these words only. And then let's centrally align it so that it looks nice, right? So this has come now. So we are almost done with the home page, but we are not done with the insert options here. So we have covered the upper box, we have covered the layouts. Let's see what else is there. There is one tab of collapsible text. What is this? So this is one article I wrote on teaching strategies during pandemic. I'm copying this article so that I can use it here. Now I'm clicking on it, and first let me give any title to it. For example, my article, I'm putting my here, my article on teaching strategies, right? And I'm changing the color to this and then putting it at the center. Now whatever text is there, I need to paste it below this line. It has come here. Now when we'll go up, you see this arrow is coming, you click here, it is showing my article and it is asking whether it's collapsible or not. If you disable it, it's not collapsible, it's just coming like this, right? And if you enable it, it will be collapsible, which means click outside the box and this article is not visible. It would only be visible if you would click on this arrow. So this is collapsible text, that is, it is collapsing, it is hidden, and only if you will click, then it will be visible. So it's up to you whether you want to make it visible or collapsible. So this is the first one. Now you can work on the placement as you want. So you can put it up if you want, just by dragging. You can make a separate icon of it, otherwise you can let it be at the end as it is appearing. Next is table of contents. I'll quickly cover now. Table of contents, if you want to give your table of contents, it will appear. You can reposition it, otherwise it's not suggested. Image carousel, what is that? Now image carousel is usually put at either the top of the page or bottom of the page. Let's use it. For this you need to have at least 2 images. I am using my publications as the image carousel. I have say 1, 2 and 3. Let's take 2 only. Okay, let's open. So I have these 2 images. I am using insert option. You see it has appeared at the bottom. Now this is coming here, and if you need to reposition it, you can, you know what you have to do. You want to enlarge it, you want to include more of the text, it's up to you. So once you are done, if you want to reposition it, you can change the position also. Somewhere here we need to just push it so that it comes to the middle, right? Now you see 2 dots are coming. If you will click, it will also ask you for the settings. Show dots, yes or no. Show captions, it's your wish whether you want captions or not. And then auto start. If you want these photographs, I have just taken 2. If you want more, you can take more. They should auto start, then tick enable this. Transition speed, it's up to you. Very slow, medium, fast, how you want the transition should take place. And then update it. So if it is an auto, it will move on its own. It will change on its own. Let us do have a look through the preview. So now we are going down. This is coming here, this is coming here. My article on teaching strategies, see it is coming here through collapsible text, and this is coming here. You see 2 dots coming. Arrow is also there, but since we have selected auto, it is completely shifting on its own, right? Now let's go back. So further, button is there. If you want to put any button, it can come. I'm writing yearn to learn here, and if you want to give any link here, so you can give the link of that particular thing. Now this button, it's your choice. You can give a contact button and put your other link here, or say I am putting a link of my video. So I am using one link of a video here. So this is a video on how to reduce screen time while school is online. So I have put this link here and then insert, right? Now this button is appearing here. If I want to shift it up, I can simply drag it to whatever place I want. I want it to come here below my name, so it will come there, right? I want to make it appear somewhere else, so it will come somewhere else. So you can reposition the button wherever you want. So let's see in the preview, it's coming like this, and when I'm clicking it, it's directly coming to that video.
Do you want to grow your
So
YouTube
it's
channel?
working,
Do you want to earn more
right?
views, more subscribers,
Let's
more watch
not
time?
see the ads now. Let's get back. So we have covered the button. Then divider, if you want to put divider can come, this sort of divider. It will divide it will just make one line appear here. Then there is a placeholder, whatever thing you want in that, it can come. Upload, select image from drive, YouTube, calendar, map. So you can have a placeholder at any place you want. YouTube, again a link you can embed at any place. It will ask you, you need to search. If you have something, you can go with that. Otherwise, for example, let's take cyber safety. So if you will search YouTube, you will get the link and you can simply select and put the same. Then calendar, map, docs, anything you want. Slides, if you have something in the slides, just click there and again it will open. There are multiple options to put it. You have a presentation on roundworms you created as a science project, you want to insert it, just simply click here, it would be inserted. Reposition, take the settings, whatever you want, you can do that. You can see the slides are coming here. If you will click on the arrow, it will again move and show the other slides. I'll show you in the preview. See, second slide. So it's going on. So this is how it will work. So if you don't want it, you can simply put it under the science tab where we have created it. So this was just about the first one. Insert we have covered, pages we have already done. Coming to themes, here are various themes available that you can select and see the change that it would appear, that how it is coming, the color combinations, the fonts, and you can further play with it. You will change it, the change would be reflected. You can choose even the color, whatever color scheme you want, you can choose from here and select, right? Then impression, these are various themes. You can go ahead with any of the styles you want, right? So these are the insert, pages and themes we have covered. And now coming to pages. Now you just have to add content the same way. Coming to introduction, now when we are clicking, it's a blank page. How you want it, you need to insert something. What you need to insert, it's up to you. You want this format to go. Again, you want to take any of your pictures, any of your logos, anything here. So let's select that and open it. Whatever is coming, resize it as per your needs so that it comes out nicely. And write introduction. So write your introduction like, hello, I am Priya Handa, I am a student of so and so class. You can write more about you, whatever you want, you can put it in the introduction. So your introduction page will be set. Coming to strengths and weaknesses, again how you want it. You don't want any picture to be there, you simply click on the text box and just resize the text box as per your needs. Mention your strengths. You can mention you have leadership quality, you are decisive, you are hardworking, and you are passionate for work or passionate for particular thing. You are whatever, you're confident, whatever your strengths are, put honestly. So similarly, put your weaknesses. Personally, I would like to call it as your personal challenges, not weaknesses, but you can choose any term. For example, time management is your weakness. You cannot manage your time well. So I'm just putting like this. So this is how you are going to cover the tabs. You want pictures, you can use this. you can add image, otherwise you can just simply put the text. And again I'm mentioning it, you can always change the size as per your needs. If you want it to be bold, you can change the color, it's completely your choice. So you can format it as per your need and creativity. Coming to goals, again take one text box and mention your goals here, short term, long term, howsoever you want. I'm just putting XXX here. Next one, subject enrichment, again English. Say you had done something here, again you want to put an evidence. So picture I'm suggesting because it is evidence based. I'm using this. Now what is this? I use it, say I gave a speech on Independence Day. I chose random pics as I told you, so please don't see that it's a mix of me and my daughter. Anyhow, speech on Independence Day, you can put the date also here, on which date did you give that. So maybe you gave it on 13 August. Let me take the last year because 21/13 hasn't come yet. So you can resize the picture again as per your need and then put it here. So now in social science you did something, it's again up to you which layout you want. You are uploading an evidence of the same. I created a poster on child labor, I am putting it here, right? So complete poster of child labor, and anything else you have done in your social studies or any subject for that matter. This is something okay, it is yoga based though, but I'm just taking for example. Just adjust the picture, resize it and put it. So you can edit text here, like you can put this is for yoga slogan, and this is child labor. So you have put it under SST, right? Achievements and awards, again whatever layout you want. You want 2 pictures to be added, I have, so I'll just put it quickly, and one more. So this is how you can put, you can add text. This is you can use the captions so that whatever award, what you can put as a child is your zonal, your district level, your inter-house, inter-class competitions, whatever it is, right? You can put it. Say I want to add one more image, so you can put it was inter-house competition, inter-house what competition, inter-house dance competition, and you won it. So this is one of your achievements, you can put it here. It can be inter-school competition, it can be zonal competition, it can be international, national, district level, city level, state level, any competition. So you can just put the image and the caption to it. If you want to make it more authentic, you can also write the date, on which date did you get it. So I got it on 14th of July 2021. So you can put it along with the date. So this is how it would look. Introspection, whatever text box you want to take and write about it. Now this is how it is made, and let's take a quick preview so that it's clear to you how it is coming out. So this is a digital portfolio and this is a preview. I'm clicking on the home page. This is the home page, this is the button, this is your introduction, this is your pick, and the things that you have chosen to come on the first page, right? Then your about, introduction, if you will click, say it is coming. Strengths and weaknesses, you remember we put it is coming. Your goals, you can click, it would come. We just put XXX there. Subject enrichment, let's check. We are going to English, so it's coming there. We chose social science, let's see. So child labor and yoga slogan, it's coming there. Achievement and awards, we had put a few pics there, so it is coming like this. And introspection, when you will take, it will come. In preview also, I would like to mention that this is the mobile preview. If you'll click vertical mobile, how it would come, then horizontal mobile or tablet, how would it come, and then large screen, how would it appear. So these are the icons for that. And when you are ready with it, what you need to do is you need to publish it. Once you will click on publish, it will give you a web address and a custom domain. If you want, you can purchase, you can manage it. Who can view, you can manage anyone, or you want to have the list of people, you want to select people who can view and just add them here and done. So say I want Yearn to Learn 2020, so I have put it here. There would be a message that would be sent, please see my digital portfolio, ठीक है, and then sorry, please see my digital portfolio, and then send. So this is in particular you are sending. I have sent it as an editor. You need to change the rights as you are sending. So when you are sending, please be particular what rights are you giving to the person, editor or just published viewer, right? And if you want to remove the person, you can simply click on remove. The person would be removed. So now if you are ready to publish, simply publish it. It will be available. And if you want to share the link, now this button that was not working before, now it would be working. Copy publish site link. The link would be copied, and you can copy this link and share with anyone. You can send this link to your teacher, and as teachers it would be very easy for you to just paste that copied link and click enter, and you are ready. Click that link and you are ready to see the child's digital portfolio. So this is it. If you have any further questions, please let me know through comment box below, and I hope it would be useful for teachers and students equally. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe Yearn to Learn. This is Priya Handa signing off. May God bless you all.